Good morning, neighbor. I'm so glad you stopped by. It's pretty early here, and so I wanted to catch everyone before they got out and they're doing their errands or working in the garden if possible, maybe making their list to go to the store. It's a Sunday morning, and everyone is busy, I know. I wanted to talk quickly about Let's Get Gardening series. I do have a Let's Get Gardening series. If you want to look back on my channel, there's a playlist for that. I also am going to be going over a gardening book that I have. It's by Reader's Digest, and it's called Complete Book of the Garden. Now, it was published in 1966. So, in some people's mind, that is a really old book. It has a lot of information. It's about 4 inches thick. It's very detailed on the plants. It is not specific to any area. It just talks about plants, basil and tomatoes and trees and everything. But it's not talking about different zones that you might be in. If you would like to find out about the different zones that you're in, you could be in one zone or you could be on the edge of two. Contact your county office and they will tell you what zone you're in. They have websites that you can look at for plants, when to plant, when to grow, what grows best. Some things may not grow very well in your area. I would assume that if you're in Maine, cactus are not going to grow very well. Well, they may grow and they might freeze, so it would not be a good crop to have. On the websites of the county, there is a lot of information. There is also a place that you can send a soil sample if you wish. I don't know your area if there's a cost or not. In my area, there is not a cost. So the soil sample is good to have done every year because the soil changes. It depends on what you put in the soil. It depends on what you grow. If the nitrogen is taken out of the soil, then you'll want to know that you need to add some more nitrogen. I have a clover that grows all over my yard. All over, as far as I can see, it grows. And that puts nitrogen back into the soil. Some people think it's a weed, but it's not. It's very beneficial. Has a very small purple flower. And it lasts up until that really hard freeze. And then it dies off, but it's still underground. There are so many different things that need to happen, you need to get done before the planting season comes along. You do not want to be in the stores with everyone else trying to figure out, I need fertilizer, I need soil, I need tools, and everyone else is at the store trying to do the same thing when that first warm spring day hits. Also make sure and look at your frost warnings. We had, we had a little surprise last season. Everything seemed to be fine. It was middle of May, way past time to plant. People put it out, and then we started to have frost warnings. So, try to cover a large garden with anything you can find, so the frost won't kill your plants. I found, which is really easy, they're tablecloths. They're plastic on one side and they're kind of a felt fabric on the other side. Now you can get them very, very inexpensive on clearance sale. They might be Christmas patterns or Easter patterns, but you can tack them down. You can cover your plants because they're very small at that time. You can tack them down. You can put bricks on the outside, so they don't blow, and it does cover those small seedlings and it does protect them. Very easy to put down, very easy to take up. I tried to put the pots over the seedlings one year. Oh, it was a nightmare. I was there for hours. And then you take them off because it's warm, because you don't want them to bake under the pot. There are so many things, like I said, that need to be done. Right now, your garden should be planned. You should know what you're going to put in the ground, when you're going to put it in the ground. And also, I have already started my seeds in the window, in a sunny window, so I'll have the seedlings in time. They'll be nice and strong to put out there when it's time to start my garden. Well, I just wanted to stop by this morning before everything gets going. I've got a lot of things to do out here, inside, outside, and be looking for videos coming up, more tips on gardening, more detailed tips on gardening. The next one I'll probably end up doing will be tools, the large tools. What tools do you have? What tools do you need? Do they need repair? So be looking for that. And in the comments below, let me know what you're planting in your garden. What seeds are you starting? Have you started them? And if you don't mind, tell me what area you're in and maybe when you start your garden. It may be May or June. It might even be July, depending. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by. And check in the description for more information. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And I welcome all my new subscribers and the subscribers that have followed me since day one. I hope to see you again.